Hey everybody, it's Heather, and there she is, Perla. This is Perla's entertainment every day. She thinks of our backyard as her TV. And some days there's wild turkeys, some days there's squirrels that taunt her, and birds of all sorts. I will start a garden soon. But for right now, this is my 90-day journey on YouTube. My hair's going crazy. I want to know, how long does it take to get monetized? There are tons of videos out there. People putting out new content. People putting out new channels. And if you're new to me, hi, welcome. As of today, I have 62 subscribers, 125 watch hours, and 3,200 views of my content. I've made a little over 50 videos, and it takes 1,000 subscribers. It takes 4,000 hours of watch hours for you to get monetized. This is day 40 of my 90-day journey, and just being able to say I've made over 50 videos kind of blows me away, y'all. Like I thought, okay, I'm just gonna, I watched a ton of people on YouTube. I had a health scare. It had me down for a little while, but I found something I was really interested in on YouTube. So I started watching new content creators, and one guy was saying, just hit record. Then I'd hear another person say it. Then I would hear someone else say, you get better as you go. And I don't honestly think I'm getting better. I just really think I'm a little more comfortable, right? So like the first time I hit record, I was thinking, what am I going to say? And so I came up with this idea of, okay, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say that. And then I think slowly I started to find my voice, and maybe it's not, the end all be all. I'm just hitting record. This is unedited information that I get every day. I have read and I have heard a lot of creators say that they try to do 20-minute videos, and so I try to do that too. Somebody in my comments, I love the comments. I read all of them. I don't respond to all of them. I just, I didn't want to set myself up for failure. I was in the telecom business for one of the largest cell phone companies in the world for almost 25 years. I wrote and sent at least 200 emails every single day for almost 25 years. And that is actually that might actually be low. That's not an exaggeration. So I didn't want to set myself up for failure. I'm semi-retired. There's a story behind all of that, and that's not for today. So I just want to say thank you so much. I love the comments. I love every time I open the YouTube Creator app, I'm learning information. I'm always surprised when there's more subscribers. I hope I can bring value. I've got 4 things to go over today, and I don't usually write on marker and notebook paper, but that's what I had. I'm also an artist. I have an art studio full of artwork. I went through a lost at sea experience, and when I started experiencing PTSD, I was really surprised. There were sharks circling my bed at night, and it affected everything in my world. Everything. It affected my sleep. That was the main part. It's hard to sleep when you think you're being surrounded by sharks and trying to sleep at the same time. So I found myself immersed in my garage, which I now call my art studio. I found myself immersed in a world of canvas and blue paints and waves and whales and sharks and octopus. I went through an octopus phase. I've got a lot of those. And boats and fishing and fishes. One of my canvases has an actual like a hook that would go on a fishing pole, After I got lost at sea, we found our way back without the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard told us that the Coast Guard didn't tell us anything. Our phones were dead within 4 hours, and this was days and days later. But they called our families and told them that we were dead. So I'm alive. That was quite some time ago, but it still is something that, you know, I've lost friendships over it, and it kind of made me sad. You know, it's really hard to understand when people go through hard things because you can't always relate. But I think that we can all honor each other as humans. And, you know, I had one person I thought was a really good friend, and I wasn't talking about what happened. And I'm usually pretty bubbly and happy, and I try to live in the way that I want my world to be. And I try to treat the people around me and people that I meet every day the way that I want to be treated. And for a friend of over 20 years to tell me she was ready for me to just get over it made me a little bit sad. I'm not sure where that came from. It's not on my list of things to talk about today. So I just wanted to say, eventually I will have my store linked in my description. And I'm fine with selling every piece of artwork. I've filled up my garage with, there's paintings that are 8 foot by 6 foot. There's paintings that are just like 12 inches by 12 inches. There's every kind of, you know, I did watercolor. I've done texturized huge acrylics that took 8 months. My favorite one took 2 hours while I was on the phone with someone, and that's a cow named Lucy, and she is, let's see, about 4 foot by 3 foot, so she's long ways. She's above our couch. But I would love to sell all of my artwork, and I was just thinking about that this morning. But I do come on here because my whole goal is, how long will it take me to monetize, and how long, if you start today and you just hit record and you start talking about the things that you know and just focus on what you know. I didn't mean for that sentence to sound that way. My whole goal today was just to give everyone a little bit of hope. It's Sunday. I think a lot of people celebrate, you know, spirit in some way. Everybody has different views of who they see as their, you know, higher purpose or source. And I just wanted to say that whoever you pray to or don't, that you're special and you're kind, and you may, even if you have a day where you don't feel that way, just know that deep down inside you are. And if you can find joy today, you can spread it too. And that's not even a goal. You don't have to do anything. Just know that if you don't know what to say or do in on a YouTube channel, how about just focus on that, see what comes out. It's not a hurry up and wait kind of thing. It's more of a just jump right in, because I think you can do it. I really do. Was I an overnight success? Am I somebody that's right here saying, hey, I was an overnight success, you can do it too? No, I'm just like everybody else, and so are you. So are you. All right, so today's Sunday, February 16th. Oh, it's day 41. I'm looking at my paper now, not 40. Thank you again to all of my subscribers. If you haven't hit it yet, please subscribe to my channel. I never say that. I usually just say subscribe if you want to. But I think I should start standing up for myself, just like I think you should too. So I might be sitting in the wrong spot. I got a little bit of a problem here with my hair. I want to just say thank you again. So yesterday I was talking about tips, right? And I brought up playlists, and I brought up something that I found that I need to come back and tell you guys. I'm not really sure if that was a very good tip, because I realized it was on a video that was 8 months old, and it looks like she still has that video out, and it looks like YouTube turned that specific function off. So I was telling everyone, your YouTube channel name, then the question mark, and then sub_ confirmation equals 1 would give a link that links people to your page to the subscriber button, so they can automatically subscribe. Now, I played around with it. I read up on it. It looks like YouTube was removing that from some people's channels. And I don't have a confirmation as that's a big no-no. But I just wanted to say I went ahead and removed it from my channel because I didn't want... I'm trying to get monetized. I did not want to get anything banned or flagged. So, the next part is, one thing I wanted to come back and say as a tip is I saw, and I've read too now, that you don't want to have too many hashtags. What's a hashtag? That's the £, and then the whatever your content is. Like, let's say new content or subscribe or YouTube, right? And it's going to be one of the themes of whatever you're talking about on your channel. One thing I've noticed and one thing I've said is I just want to hit record. I'm not going to edit, and you can do this too. We've all seen plenty of channels that do that. But if you're doing, when you go to upload, there is a place that says tags. That's where you want to put your hashtags. You can also put them after your description, pound, whatever the word is, like let's just say subscribe. Then you put a space, and on your phone and on your computer, it should pop up that word as if you're searching it, and it'll show like how many videos on YouTube have that hashtag. For example, I started talking about AI maybe 3 or 4 days ago, so I added pound AI, or hashtag, right, AI, and I went to hit the space. And right when I did that, it popped up that same thing showing AI, and I think it said 3.1 million. So that means there's 3.1 million videos out there that have AI, have a hashtag of AI. Basically, you probably really want to have hashtags that have okay, this is just my opinion. I just realized I'm thinking that you want to have things in your description and on your actual video upload as a tag that have a large amount of other videos, because it's showing what other people are looking for. But I'm going to take that back and talk about it tomorrow, because I feel like there's a little nugget there of info for us. Okay, but what I realized, now I've told everybody, hey, you don't have to have a computer. You don't. There is a lot more in the YouTube studio that, and it just depends. I have an Android, you have an iPhone probably. It's funny that I'm just guessing that, but it's my 25 years of telecom, and most people like iPhones. But my point is on my computer, and I don't have an Apple, I have a Mac. I mean, I don't have a Mac, I have a Windows. So on my computer, when I get on to just the regular YouTube, you can go to YouTube Studio once you've created a channel, and the YouTube Studio portion of YouTube shows all your analytics, and you can view all of your content. So it'll show all your videos. You can see how many views you've had. You can make adjustments to your video titles. If you like to edit, you can edit in there. You don't have to have separate software. I just choose not to. I'll probably change that one day, but for now I just choose not to. If you can imagine being in the cell phone business for 25 years, there's some things that are easy for me, and there's some things that I feel kind of like full up with. And it doesn't mean like I can't do it. It means like when I go to parties for Christmas, I don't want to fix people's cell phones, you know? There's nothing wrong with that. I'd rather paint you a picture. Okay, so what I was going to say, when you get on your computer and you look at, let's say, like whatever your last video was, you need to go in, and if you're going to get on your computer or your phone, you've got to go in and look and see what details did I pick, right? Did I say private or public? And, make sure your sound is on. I don't think that whenever you're talking in front of the camera, I don't think that whenever you trip over your words that you need to edit that. And I don't think that it actually means that you're not a good speaker. I think it means you're human. I think it's endearing to just go with what you got and just know that out of 100 people, probably 94 people are exactly like you. When they hit record, they're going to stumble over words. They're going to wonder, what in the world was I talking about? Especially if they're like me and over the age of 50. Y'all, I'm about to have a birthday. This morning I had to do the math and figure out how old I was going to be. So I'm going to finish up. I feel like already I went longer than I wanted to. My point was, when you look at your videos, go one at a time and just look, because I had two when I looked last night that I was surprised. Something happened when I put my hashtags in and the site had errored out, but it still uploaded the video. There were views on it, there were likes, there were comments, so people have seen it, but there was an error message on the but it only showed up on the PC, so I'm not sure. Just double check all your stuff, right? So all I did was I just deleted all the hashtags on those two videos and just put in the right ones. Also, I heard and I've seen, and I'm thinking this might be right, is don't do too many. I think what happens with that is maybe like throwing spaghetti at the wall, like it's too many terms, and it is probably, this could also be why my channel, it is growing, but it's a slow growth. And I'm wondering if it's slow, because I had too many hashtags, like maybe the algorithm was like, we're trying, but you're sending it to too many people. It's confusing, is what I'm trying to say. All right, yesterday I talked about playlists also, and if you didn't see yesterday's video, what I was saying is when you go to upload new videos, you can already have set up a public playlist. And every day when I upload a video, when you go through and you're like, okay, is there anything AI? Is there, is this for kids? No. Promotional? No. And then there's a spot in there where you can say add to playlist. So I add it to my playlist. And I was saying yesterday, if you wanted to pivot your channel, or if you wanted to organize it, like I'm gonna have to start organizing it now that I hit over 50 videos. But it would probably be good to maybe have several playlists in either of those options, just because once the video's over, so think about whenever you watch other people's videos and somebody's talking about something and you're like, oh, that's pretty good. What else do they have to say? And then the next thing you know, their next videos up on your screen and you don't have to do anything. That's because they have them thrown into a playlist. So I was just repeating that for yesterday. Also, you have a QR code once you create a channel, and if you want to see where that is, go to your face, hit at the top, hit the three dots, and go to the share. And whenever it opens up share, and again, I have an Android, but I'm sure iPhone's similar. Then at the bottom, it'll say, you can share messages, messages, email, whatever. Below that, it'll say copy link. I don't know what the second one is. The third one on Android is QR code. And once you hit that, and you can do this on anybody's channel, but once you do that, it pops open, the whole screen has your QR code, and it'll say save to camera roll, or you can take a screenshot or whatever. Bam, you're done. Okay, playlist. Oh, look, okay, timestamps is something that is pretty new to me. See at the bottom, timestamps. Y'all, I bet that's backwards for y'all. Okay, so timestamps. I learned this the other day, and I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do it today. But it is easy to add timestamps. I think they just came out last November. If you want to correct me on that, go for it. I'm not sure about the timing. This is February 16th, 2025, by the way. And so if you wanted to add timestamps, like I could add timestamps to this one. Playlist, hashtags, QR code. Heather's Lost at Sea story. whatever. You would type in, so you got to go back. Every time I do a video, as soon as I'm done, I go back and I listen to it. I watch it and listen to it, make sure, is the audio on? Is it loud enough? Hopefully today's won't be too windy. What's Perla doing? Stuff like that. And when you do that, you can just also kind of note your minute mark and the second mark on when you're changing topics or when something different happens, right? So like, I have to say, one of the subscribers that I like her comments a lot. Whenever she says things, I feel like we both learn from each other. She's got the channel, the Bok Bok Chicken Show. I'm sorry, I can't believe I just forgot it. It's B-A-U-K. But I was thinking the other day, I watched one of her videos. Oh, that was yesterday. I watched one of her videos, and she does a lot with her chickens that are on her property. But there was one point when she spanned out, and she has I always, as soon as it gets a little more warm here, we have a lot of birds in the spring, and she had birds in her yard, and she had bird feeders. And she had put like branches, and they were coming out like kind of like this, and she had put them in the fence around the bird feeder or bird food and the seeds and stuff. And I liked that because it gave the birds more places to hang out while they were all eating. I have a similar issue where the birds, like, they kick each other off the bird feeder. Y'all will see it in the spring, but so my thought was she could totally do a timestamp on, birdseed, whatever. So the way that you do it is whenever you're at that minute mark, second mark, you just type in. Now, I think you can just type in like 1 minute, 36 seconds, and you do it like that, like 01.36, 04.06, 09.01, and it's not dot, it's dot. Just like if you were writing the time in anything that you could be typing, right? And I don't believe you have to have the 0 before the minute if it's under 10 minutes, but I also think that doesn't matter. I think it's okay either way. So that is how, in your description, if you want people to be able to just jump to certain points, if you want to organize it that way, you put in your timestamp, and then you'll put a space after it. So it'd be 01.36 space Heather's lost at sea. 04.06 how to set up a playlist, or just playlist, right? And then like 0602 QR code. That would kind of be like what I would do today. And so your timestamps are just helpful, and in my opinion, they probably increase your watch time. In the beginning, when you're trying to monetize and you want to get to that 4,000 watch hours, I think that the and I call them like chapters. I think adding chapters to your videos is probably an easy way to up your watch hours once people know who you are, because they can kind of go, okay, well, she organizes her stuff. Because there's also a check mark when you upload in the YouTube Studio app. When you go to upload any of your videos, there is a piece, and I haven't seen it on my cell phone, but I've seen it whenever I go to edit, like just double check, edit all my stuff on the computer, where it says automatic chapters, and there's a check mark. So YouTube supposedly will add automatic chapters to your videos, but I haven't seen that on mine yet. So I'll bring more information on that another day, because I haven't seen it yet. And I wanted to also say, I learned something yesterday that seems very silly. Have you guys ever gotten into watching like shorts? And like, you see one that, okay, I like watching comedians like Angela Johnson. I think she's really funny. Her name's ANJ. Angela with a J. If you don't know her, she's funny, but she has shorts and they always make me laugh. And have you ever wondered, like, how many views did their shorts get? Because sometimes you can see it on your homepage. Like when you see the shorts, it'll have it, in writing before you even touch the short. But let's say you're watching it and you're like, this is really funny, you just want to know more. When's it from? What's the date? Whatever. You can go to the top and hit those top 3 dots, and it shows the description. It shows a lot. It pops open a lot about the video, but you can hit description and it shows how many likes, the date, and how many times it's been viewed. And by the way, if you're trying to monetize and you're just doing shorts, you have to have 10 million shorts or 4,000 watch hours. Not 10 million shorts. 10 million views on your shorts. And shorts are 30 seconds or less. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Okay, so I only have one more thing to say for today. Oh, I went way over. It's at 26 minutes. So, we talked about ASMR 2 days ago on Valentine's Day. ASMR, and I wanted to say I learned, okay, I was looking for some music, and I was on my TV. I was looking for some music for background, right? And I have the YouTube music app, and I have tons of playlists, but that's what was on the television in that room. So I was going to put music on, and I just happened to select something that had like a pretty design. It was just like a AI whatever generated thing, but it was really good, like soothing background music. And I wanted to say, I think it's a type of ASMR, but how you can look at something and see how long has it been on, or is it live or whatever. It showed that it was live and it had been on, like, it'll say 20 minutes or an hour, 56 minutes or something. It said 4 months. So in my mind, I was like, oh, so I don't know. I'm still kind of thinking about how peaceful it is in my backyard. And it looks like you could just turn on the video camera, and I don't know, if I lived in the city, I might want that as my background. I have wind chimes, and in the spring, I have 12 hummingbird feeders that have hummingbirds at all times. So that was my tip of the day. I was just like, what? So what happens is when you video something, your phone has the ability, and mine just is automatically on it, and I don't know if it's defaulted or not because this phone's like 3 years old. I can't remember, but there's a part in your videos where you can select loop video, and I'm kind of thinking they're all defaulted that way. That way, when you go to watch your video that you just took, it'll automatically just loop your own video for you, so you can watch it again. Or I have no idea why I think that. Y'all let me know if anybody knows different. I'm really cool to know that. I'd like to know. But my point was, once you upload it, I'm thinking maybe that's how they've got that loop, or they used some other platform just to loop the same type video and the same kind of monotonous music, because it wasn't as though it was a concert or anything like that. Y'all, there is a deer in the backyard just staring at me. Okay. I think I lost Perla. Oh, she's sitting under the tree. I'm going to close. It's 29 minutes, and I can see everybody. I just wanted to say that I hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday. And if this is the first time that you've heard my voice, or the last, I just want you to know that you are kind, you are loved, and you're supported. And if that rings true, or if it doesn't, join my community, hit subscribe. I come here every day. I bring stories and information that I learn on creating your own YouTube channel, and also bring numbers, and hopefully very soon I'll be able to say when I'm monetized, and I'll talk about that too. I'm an open book, and please feel free to input anything you want in the comments. I think we all learn from each other, and just don't forget how important you are in this world, because sometimes It can feel like a lonely place when there's so much technology that really feels like we're supposed to be connecting, and sometimes it feels like you're not. So just know that there are always people here that will support you. You are loved. Bye.